I'm Jack Zulo, and Comedy Workout is where we make movies. We give a comic 25 minutes to do a real set, not a 5-minute set, not a 3-minute set, not a 10-minute set, but a 25-minute set where you can actually work out some of your material, some of your storytelling, and basically not have a light shined on you in 3 minutes because you're not zinging jokes out. So this is a place to develop your longer storytelling bits. And I hope you take advantage of that, as I am. Now, We Make Movies. What the fuck is that? We Make Movies is, we're a film collaborative. We're a film group that has your back. We are a film collective that has your back. We are also pretty much an independent film production company. Yes, that's right. We produce films. We have services like, hey, you need this produced? Okay. We've got all these filmmakers who will help you do that. And you can check us out at wemakemovies.org. If you're interested in finding out what we do within our community, sign up for our newsletter. That's free, ladies and gentlemen. That, like freedom, is free. So what I wanted to also say is we've got some amazing industry webinars coming up. And guess what? We had one today, and you missed it. Or you were there. I hope you were there. Today we had an independent filmmaker come in to do our industry webinar that was featured on Zoom. Jess Weiss came in and told everyone how to get their feature film off the ground. That's very important. How do you friggin' start? What's that first step? How do you make that first leg go in front of the other? I know it's the craziest thing, right? But a lot of times people don't know how to move that first leg, and hence they don't move their second, third, and fourth, and they don't slam dunk when they're coming down the lane on a breakaway. Right? Right. We all want to slam dunk. So, I think you should come check out We Make Movies online and see what we're about. We also have another badass industry webinar that will be on Zoom this Saturday, June 6th. And it's set culture. How not being a dick on set is actually good for production. I paraphrased the name there, but I'm not going to paraphrase the names of the people who are actually running this. Chad Kukahiko, Kendall Kukahiko, husband and wife team. They are badass filmmakers. Chad is also a badass IT man. How do I know this? Because he's one of our board members, and he puts in so much time and effort, and he's working around the clock because he's making We Make Movies go. We got some great things coming on the horizon, and for you to find out about them, you should go to wemakemovies.org. Why do I say that? Because then you'd find out that this Wednesday, we've got a virtual test screening where we screen filmmakers from within the community and without, filmmakers' unfinished projects, up to 15 minutes of them, so you could get a live audience to give you some feedback. Last time I screened something, I got some amazing feedback about eye lines, about sight lines, and breaking the 180-degree rule. What is that? You should know, because I didn't, but now I do. And now I have to do a little bit of a re-edit. That's a tweak. So sign up for our newsletter. We've got some great things coming up. We have a lot of industry workshops, but we also have a lot of intra-collaborative membership workshops, like our virtual writing workshop that's been going on Zoom. Usually, we hold these at a theater on Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. However, right now, there's a little bit of an impetus keeping us from doing that. So, in that regard, again, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll know exactly what's going on, like I did when I briefed myself for this update for you guys out there on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jack Zulo, and I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I will try to not spill my drink more, but I will also try to catch us on the Twitch feed and see if you guys have anything to say or any questions about anything in life. Meanwhile, I'm going to say I would be remiss if I didn't mention that right now all hell's breaking loose. And at the same time, creating art is a way to escape that, to inspire, to rise above. So I don't want to talk about anything that's going on right now. Although, if you want to discuss it, feel free to ask me after this little thing, because you can find me, Jack Zula, on Twitter at Jack Zula, or on Instagram at Jack Zula, and on Facebook at Jack Zula Acts Funny. But I don't want to talk about that stuff there, because if you guys are here, you're here to be fucking entertained. And I'm here to entertain you with my thoughts about what's going on in general. In general. In a broad, don't spill your drink. Don't spill your drink. General, broad scope about life, people, humans. You know, how are we getting along? How are we doing this stuff? I don't know. We've been doing this stuff for like 10,000 years as far as we know, but maybe a little bit more. I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts, do you guys think we've been around for 100,000 years? I mean, I, for one, I subscribe to the ancient astronaut theory. Ancient astronauts, as you guys know, basically says that all the books that are talking about the people from the sky were actually talking about the people from space. You should check it out. It's interesting. It's a deep dive. You can do a deep dive. Or, you know what? It's also, if you watch some of these things on TV, it's really great to lay down, get comfortable, and take a nap to it. Really fucks with your dreams. Your dreams are crazy. Your dreams are crazy when you're listening to Ancient Aliens on History Channel at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It's when the marathon starts. It goes 48 hours. I just sit there, I get all methed up, and I watch it. No, I don't do meth. That's a stupid drug. I have enough energy without meth. Ancient Aliens, man. I mean, we've been getting it done for like 10,000 years as far as we know. Unless, of course, you believe we've been around for a little bit longer. How do we do it? How do we get by? You know, I mean, obviously, you know, the basics of how we get by is, you know, we hump. We do a lot of humping. A lot of humping. There's a lot of humping going on right now. Right now, there is tons of humping. I would say, if there was an activity that you thought human beings were doing, like an active activity, not like a passive activity, but an active activity of what are people doing around the world right now as we speak. And I'd argue humping is top 3. It's top 3. I'd say we're eating, we're humping, or we're driving somewhere, you know, or we're driving somewhere. I don't know. I'm making these up. I didn't do a poll. I didn't do any research. I'm just making this stuff up, man. You don't have to check me on it. You don't have to question my intelligence. I'm just going on gut instinct here, man. I'm just going on gut instinct here. I'm just letting it fly. Just let it fly. I think a cocktail's in order. But we've been humping. That's pretty much how we set this up. If you think about how obsessed we are with humping, every love song is basically about humping. It might be nice humping. It might be slow humping. It might be, you know, we used to hump and I wish we still humped. Because that's basically what every love song is about. I'd say 99% of love songs are about humping. And the other 1% are about people who are wishing they were humping. But I guess indirectly that makes it about humping. But that's really, I mean, how we've been getting by. Sure, knowledge, fire, food, sure, all that stuff helps. But humping gets us through it. So I'd say it's important. Do you guys think humping's important? I don't know. That might be your thing. You might think that there's too much emphasis on the wrong syllable in this world. Right? But it's humping. I mean, hands down. It's the most important thing. I mean, you could argue eating, but humping is a reward for eating. So maybe humping is a little bit above eating, right? But we're humping, we're eating, maybe in not that order, and we're driving. I love driving. I mean, think about it. Humanity, we love going places. I mean, when we're fucking in one little place, man, we get all cramped up, we get all crazy, we get all nuts. I mean, I'm only speaking from experience right now. But when you're stuck in one little place, you start to go fucking crazy. You start to go fucking nuts. But, you know, you clean, you cook, you clean some more, you cook, you chase the cat around, you cook, you clean, you cook, you eat even though you're not hungry. I mean, that's what you were doing in caves. That's what we were doing in caves. That's what we were doing in caves, you know? And then we started to go fucking crazy. We were like, we're in caves, man. There's nothing to do. I would say being in fucking caves driving us crazy is probably the reason why humanity has spread out across the globe. Because one day, one motherfucker was just tired of staring at the fire. Now, don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of staring at fire. It's pretty interesting. But if you think generation after generation after generation just staring at fire in a cave, eventually, you know, someone's grandpa freaks out and says, this is all bullshit, it's all bullshit, it's always been about the fire, it's always been about the fire. And he goes run screaming out of the cave, dies from the elements, but you're like, hey, there's a whole world out here. Maybe Grandpa was right. Maybe we should celebrate Grandpa's life by burying his corpse and heading on down the road. And that's kind of what humanity's always done, right? Humanity's always done that. Humanity's always done that. So, you know, those are things that keep us going. It's like humping and our need to fucking go out and seek. Because if we stay in the same place, we start to go crazy. We start to go mad. Problem is when we go mad and we're drunk with power, that's when crazy shit starts happening. When we're just fucking batshit crazy and then we're just drunk with crazy power. Oh, I'm so powerful. Oh, I'm such a big, powerful man. Oh, I'm such a smart, powerful woman. Look at how I pull the strings on everything. Yeah, we start to go mad. So you think about it, we had to get out of a fucking cave, right? And you know, the people who were still at the cave, they ventured out too, but they were cleaning, they were arranging, they were painting on the walls because they were like, fuck, I've been all day, everything's clean, I can't clean this thing anymore. I just gotta fucking prick my finger and just paint on the walls. Enough people pass out, you find some rocks, right? You find some rocks, you're like, well, if you spit on this thing and rub it, and you do that, and you got paint. You got paint. But the other people, they're out and about, they're going out there, they're getting stuff. They're burning energy. They're all ripped up, you know? Like, think about it. I mean, we're all fat. We're all so fat, man. I mean, I'm fat. I'm 25 pounds overweight, you know? And I could stand to lose 30, maybe 35. If I was 35, I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like so fucking sexy. You know, if I was 35 pounds lighter, I got a wow factor, right? I got a wow factor. I'm like stunning 35 pounds lighter. You know, at this weight, it's like, oh, he's cute. He's cute. But my sexual attractiveness notwithstanding, I would have to say that people ran out, they did things, they got crazy, and they were like, I don't want to fucking ever go back there again. It's the wild kingdom out here. I'm loving this thing. I'm out there. I'm fucking out in the streets. I'm out in the jungles. You know, I got my bow and arrow. There's a fucking animal there. It might kill me, man. It might kill me. Yeah. You know? And you're like, man, I could drag this animal all the way back there. Or I could just fucking take this animal, 3 of my best friends, and we could keep on going that way. And that's how shit kind of got done, right? Hence the reason for marriage laws, you know? Marriage is this crazy contract, man. Marriage is this crazy contract that says, I promise not to fuck you over and monetarily be together for the rest of our known lives. And in return, we have to hump each other every once in a while. We gotta be nice. We gotta do things. We gotta make kids, right? We gotta make kids. I mean, some people make kids. Some people make kids. And it leads me kind of back to my point about being stuck in the same place and mad with power. That's when all the crazy bad stuff happens. Crazy bad stuff. That's when people just, when they have power and they're just crazy mad and like maybe cuckoo in the brain cakes, and then they're like, well, I'll show you, I got all the power in the world and the whole wide world, all my power. And that's basically your average parent right there. I mean, that is your average parent, okay? Because if you take into an account everything I just said about humanity, I mean, we just discussed humanity from sitting in a cave with fire, and that's it. Which, you know, is we're not at like ground zero. We're at like, we're at like DEFCON 5 right now. You know, it's like 5 levels up on awareness because now there's fire. But take all the things we've talked about in the past, 8 minutes. They all lead to parents humping. Social contract. Because otherwise you were just taking that meat. You were taking that bacon, you're like, eh. And you just, just kept on walking. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine a world where dudes just be like, I had some kids, yeah, had a wife, then I hit the lottery, I was like, fuck them, and I was out. And that was, everyone was Rob De Niro, everyone was Bobby D. Parents, they're stuck in a cave, right? Parents are stuck in a cave. They got fire, electricity, right? They got their cave paintings, they got the IKEA layout, the throw rug on top of the rug with the throw pillows, fold out bed maybe, cover on the couch, maybe even plastic cover. You got the stuff, you got the cave paintings, you got the accoutrement. Guy's going out, getting bacon, he's hunting in the world. Maybe it's a corporate world, maybe it's a blue collar world, but he's out there hunting, bringing home the cheese, the bananas, the buckaroo bonsais, and he's still in the fucking cave. I mean, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath cave, nice backyard, nice little 3/4 of an acre. You got lucky because there used to be a plot for another house, but it was too small. They never built on it, and they got attached to your deed. So you just fucking the lucky dude in the neighborhood who everyone fucking secretly hates on July 3rd. But you're still in a fucking cave. Not only that, even if you get to venture out of the cave, modern day society says no matter what, you got to go back to that cave. I mean, unless you got to go to the lawyer and do the whole thing, and then, you'll be carrying meat and you'll be carrying the weight, but then you don't get to eat all that meat still, and it's going to, your wife and her new friend, Deb, and your kids, who you didn't really like all that much anyway, but, blood of my blood and whatnot. So, you're still trapped. And a woman, she's even more trapped, because a woman in the 20th century, 19th century Western societies, 20th century, woman's gonna stay home. It's gonna fucking make a house. But women make houses, women nest. That's kind of natural. It's good, but still, you're stuck in the same place. Sure, she can get in a soccer van. She can go pick the kids up, take them to cheer. They'll be great, but you're still stuck in the cave. So now you're going fucking mad. Now you're going batshit crazy because you were stuck in a house, which is really a cave. That's why people get $5 billion homes. They don't want to be in a cave. They want to be in a gigantic cave that's so big, 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 big. You can scream, 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 and you don't go mad about being in the fucking cave, stuck there. But you're humping, you're stuck in the cave. Obviously, you're stuck in the cave, you're going crazy. So you're humping more. Next you know, you squirt out a kid. Well, got a kid. Kid's a baby. I got a friend, he's a new father, doting on her, loves her. That baby's looking up and like, feed me. I love you. Ah, sad. Wah, wah, wah. Baby's right there. All they're looking at, their world, the baby's world, is this fucking face of God right there, Face of God. Face of God. Whether it's female God or daddy God, still. Some people even argue, and by some people I mean spiritual, intelligent people who are reading historical documents and looking at patterns in religions of multiple cultures for the past 5,000 to 6,000 years and seeing the similarities and the differences, and they actually think that like a baby's first word is spiritually not dad, but it's like a Sanskrit word. I think it's like duh. I think every human being's first word is like duh, and it might mean something crazy, weird, spiritual, deep. But people mistake it as da. So you have this little face looking up at a big face, but this little face, that's all it knows. You could argue that face, or these two faces, kind of is the whole universe. Now, you see where I'm going with this? I mean, think about the perception of the face or two faces who are looking down on the little face that's looking up. It's like, I am, oh my God, oh, this thing's, and they're just drunk with love. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Newborn parents, they're beautiful. They're so like, I'm going to run around. We did this. I didn't sleep at all. I mean, it's just a constant barrage of stories and pictures and firsts. And it's a magical time. It's love, 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 love. But then, you're stuck in a cave. You're going mad. And you have power. Power over this little life. If you don't feed it, if you don't feed him or her, if you don't feed little Juliet, she's not going to live. She's not going to live. A whole human life is so valuable. Human life is so valuable. This baby's not going to live. And kind of get a little power, right? And parents, that power grows in them. As the kid starts to grow up and be a little bit more of an adult, come like Terrible Twos. Terrible Twos, and I didn't come up with this shit. This is some smart book I read back in the day, or kind of recently, but little kids at 2 years old, they start to figure out that shit's done changed, and mommy and daddy, they're not going to be wiping their ass and stuffing their face for the rest of their life, and they're going to have to start doing things on their own. That's why it's the Terrible Twos, and they revert back to try to go back to previous behaviors. Little known fact, that's why they call it the Terrible Twos. But still, you got this little kid battling, but you're winning every battle. Hands down, dominating. You're Michael Jordan, and you're playing 5-on-2. The Knicks have 2 people. It's Charles Oakley, and it's fucking Patrick Ewing, and that's all they have. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's a triangle, and it's Phil Jackson be like, ah! Just like zenning out victory. And, kind of goes to your head. Kind of blows your mind a little bit. Kind of makes you think, wow, I got all this power because I keep winning. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest parent ever. How many parents out there secretly like to yourself, you're like, I'm the greatest fucking parent ever? I know you're doing it. I'd be doing it too. If I had a kid, I'd be doing it too. Hey, I had a dog. For a while, I thought I was the greatest dog owner ever. I wasn't. I almost was. I came close. I really did come close. In the end, we had a good relationship, me and my dog. Thanks for asking. It's very nice of you. But as far as kids are concerned, I don't know. But I'm sure if I kept having victory over victory, I'd be like, ha, that's why. Because I know how the world works, and you don't, little kid. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You need me. You don't know nothing. That's kind of, being a parent. Like, win, 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 win. And then being a gracious winner and explaining the lesson. Explaining it. So in other words, you are all-powerful Oz. As far as the kids are concerned, your kids, they're looking up at you. They might give you guff, but they're going to eventually do what you say. And I say that power, combined with the madness of being stuck in this cave with these kids and this spouse, wife, mate, love child, no. You wouldn't marry your love child. That wouldn't be classy. Power. Parents are drunk with power. And they're mad being confined and stuck because there's no going out on a 3-month tour of the world to go scuba diving in Mykonos. Not anymore. Stuck to the cave. There's no going discovering a land bridge. There's no getting in a canoe and just going till you find the Fijian Islands. That's done. That is done. You are stuck in the cave, and you painted every fucking crevice of it. And you kind of want to go to a bigger cave, but you're afraid if you go to the bigger cave, someone's going to try to kill you. Right? But you're stuck in that cave. You got those kids, and you got all that power over them. And to a certain degree, you've got power over another human being too. Your spouse got power over them, right? They're not going anywhere. They're stuck. You go on a 5-year butt-scratching marathon. They're stuck with you. Sure, she's got to deal with it. But let me tell you, no little girl grows up thinking, can't wait to meet Prince Charming and love him and bear his children, listen to him fart and burp, pick his teeth, lose his looks. Nah. That's my Prince Charming. He's gonna just get fat. I'm just gonna watch it happen. Powerless to do anything. That's definitely not a little girl's dream. Unless there's some of you girls out there. Some of you girls out there, is that your dream? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to find out. But, yeah. Parents. It's a problem with this world. It's not my parents. I love my parents. I love my parents. They're great. Get along great with them. They were mad with power. They were mad with power. When I was a little kid, my parents were mad with power. You know, just little things. Little like, nope, I won because I'm the daddy. I won because I'm the mommy and I'm the mommy that says so. Because I said so. That is literally the campaign slogan of parents. Because I said so. Because I said so. Because I'm the daddy and that's what I want. And that's how it goes. Nanny nanny woo woo. Yeah. Bad parenting. It's drunk with power. Trapped. Just holed up like in a bunker. Just trapped. No, doesn't know what to do. You're in the cave within the cave at that point. And the fire's smoking you out. Mad with power. Parents. I'm telling you. We gotta get rid of parents. It's really what it comes down to. No parents anymore. Just fun uncles who don't take shit. Right? If the world was filled with fun aunts and uncles, we'd colonize the fucking solar system by now. If cool aunts and uncles ran the world, we'd be living on motherfucking Venus. Right? Carbon dioxide, methane gas, fuck that. Shoo! We'd fucking terraform that shit. If the fun uncles and aunts and uncles, you know, the cool ones, they ran the show, but they didn't take any shit, because, you know, as an uncle, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool, and I'm saying, like, I'm not taking shit from you, kid. I mean, I don't do the backhand thing. That's a little cliche. I'm Italian. That's more like 50s Jack. Yeah! That's 50s Jack. Guys, I want to thank you so much for coming out to the We Make Movies Twitch channel. This has been such a fucking pleasure. I think I've riffed about maybe 22, 23 minutes. That's what we bring here at the We Make Movies comedy workout. Monday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hey, if you want to do this, hit me up. I'm Jack Zulo, jack@wemakemovies.org, or you can hit me up on social media, @JackZulo, pretty much everywhere except Facebook is Jack Zulo Acts Funny. And check out We Make Movies. Again, I don't want to go over the schedule in detail because it took so friggin' long to start off, but that's the thing. That's how much stuff we got going on, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you tune in this Wednesday to our virtual test screening here on Twitch at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern Time, you will see a documentary about an actor who took a play from Los Angeles and put it up in New York City, East Village, for a 3-week run last December, all with the help of We Make Movies, fucking at his sails, blowing at his sails, because he didn't get trapped to that cave. He just fucking went out with a slab of bacon on his shoulders. Thank you, guys. I'm Jack Zulo. Once again, WeMakeMovies.org. Sign up for our newsletter. That's WeMakeMovies.org/, wait for it, newsletter. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.